Gospel of Mark, Mark Bible Study, Christian Discipleship, Historical Jesus, Hotmart Bible Course, Secrets of the Bible, Mark Explained, Practical Christian Faith, Book of Mark Study, Kingdom Theology. Spiritual Growth, Transform Your Faith, Authentic Christianity, Easy Bible Learning, Powerful Devotional. The Gospel of Mark has been the subject of debate regarding its authorship since the early centuries of Christianity. Church tradition, based on testimonies such as that of Papias of Hierapolis, 2nd century, attributes its writing to John Mark, a collaborator of Peter in Rome. This association suggests that the text records the apostles' teachings, although the author was not a direct witness to Jesus' life. However, some modern scholars question this attribution, pointing out that the Gospel itself is not explicitly identified and that its style reflects a compilation of oral traditions rather than a first-hand account. Despite the unknowns, the connection with Peter gives the text early authority in the Christian community. The date of composition is usually placed between 65 and 70 AD, a critical period marked by the persecution of Nero, 64 AD, and the First Jewish-Roman War, 66 to 70 AD. These events influenced the tone of the Gospel, which seems addressed to a community under threat. The imminent destruction of the Temple of Jerusalem, 70 AD, could explain the emphasis on the messianic secret, where Jesus commands silence about his identity, possibly to avoid political misunderstandings in a context of Roman repression. Furthermore, the Gospel is predominantly addressed to Gentiles, as suggested by its explanation of Jewish customs, e.g., Mark chapter 7, verses 3 to 4, and the translation of Aramaic terms, Mark 5 verse 41. Literarily, Mark is distinguished by his agile and direct style, marked by the repeated use of the adverb epsilon theta, immediately, which gives the narrative a rapid pace. Unlike Matthew and Luke, he omits accounts of Jesus' childhood, beginning directly with his public ministry and baptism. This choice reinforces the focus on the cross and resurrection as key to his message. Another distinctive feature is the messianic secret, a recurring motif in which Jesus asks for discretion regarding his miracles and identity, Mark 1 verse 44, 8:30. Some interpreters see this as a theological strategy to emphasize that only death and resurrection fully reveal his mission. When compared to Matthew and Luke, Mark appears to be the shortest and least doctrinally elaborate, but its narrative rawness conveys a pastoral urgency. Its abrupt ending, Mark 16 verse 8 in the oldest manuscripts, has generated debate, although it reinforces the mystery of the Easter faith. Overall, the Gospel reflects a community that, faced with persecution, finds in the suffering Jesus a model of faithful discipleship even to the cross. This text, therefore, is not only a key link in the synoptic tradition, but also a historical testimony of how early Christians interpreted their faith in times of crisis. Its vibrant style and sacrifice-centered message continue to resonate as an invitation to follow Jesus in the midst of adversity. If you'd like to delve deeper into this and the other Gospels, be sure to explore the documentary series offered by JEAR Production. With a rigorous yet accessible approach, this production will guide you through the historical contexts, literary details, and theological message of each Gospel, enriching your understanding of these foundational texts of Christianity. A unique opportunity to learn more about the roots of the faith and its lasting impact.